Audi Alteram Partem. Moyami, I'm not speaking in tongues. This is a principle of law, which simply means hear the other party. So when you see allegations go around on Twitter, and some people dive right into conclusion without even hearing the other side of the story, wrong, Moyami. A section of your constitution guarantees you the right to fair hearing. What is fair hearing? Hear the other side of the story. Now, this constitution also guarantees that every hearing process of a court will be done in a public place. Note that there are instances where a judge may decide that the hearing of a case may be done in a private place and not a public place. When I say public place in the first instance, I'm not talking about burial market though. It is a courtroom. You see, the courtrooms you see around are not just there for fashion. They are simply there to attend to different cases that may arise at different times. This constitutional right to fair hearing says that everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Now, what that means is that when policeman comes to Kolade's house to arrest him, and they put handcuff on him and they took him to the police station, that does not say that Kolade is a criminal. What it only says is that Kolade is probably accused of an offense or is a suspect for an offense. The only time anybody can call Kolade a criminal is after a competent court has said that he is a criminal. Otherwise, he's only a suspect or an accused person. This is a constitutionally guaranteed right that you have. Another thing to bear in mind is that if a person is to be charged for a criminal offense, there must be a written law stating that offense and prescribing a punishment for it. Now, nobody can arrest you for an offense that is not written in the law. Another one is when a person is arrested for a criminal offense, is entitled to be informed in the language that he understands the reason for his arrest. Such person is also entitled to adequate time to prepare for his case or get a legal practitioner to represent him. Now, I've seen instances where a person is in court and he does not have a lawyer to represent him, and the judge simply says, the law kindly represents this person pro bono. And in most instances, lawyers don't refuse. This action by the judge is geared towards ensuring that an accused person is ably represented before a court. Another one is that you have a right to question any of the prosecution's witness. Now, the police arrests you, takes you to court, and the prosecution calls his witness. You have a right to question that witness, or your lawyer can simply question the witness on your behalf. It is a constitutionally guaranteed right. Now, in an instance where Kolade does not understand the English language, it is the duty of a court to ensure that there's an interpreter in court who interprets the proceedings of the court to Kolade so that Kolade understands what is going on in court. Bear in mind that for every criminal trial that goes on in court, there's a record of proceedings. So if a judgment is delivered against an accused person, understand that there's a record of that proceedings in court, and such accused person is entitled to the judgment of that court within 7 days of the delivery of the judgment of the court. Omoyami. Another thing your right to fair hearing guarantees is that you cannot be arrested for an offense that does not constitute an offense as at the time of the commission. What this means is that a law was enacted in 2017 prohibiting a particular act. You did the act in 2015. Police come arrest you in 2018 that you commit offense. Omoyami, you no commit offense because at the time of committing that offense in 2015, it was not yet an offense. It only became an offense in 2017 when the law was enacted. You should note that when you are standing trial for a criminal offense, it is the duty of the prosecution to prove your guilt. It is not your own duty to prove your innocence. Why? Because you are innocent until proven guilty by the prosecution. Lastly, note that you cannot be punished for an offense twice. So if you have been prosecuted for an offense and you have been sent to prison, or you have been punished, or you are being punished and then you were granted pardon, maybe by the state government or the president, you cannot be tried for that offense again. But if you go and commit that offense again, they will charge you and punish you again. I know that you know these things. I know that you know the law, but a whole lot of people don't. The simple way you can help me is just by sharing this video so that a whole lot more people can know about their laws. I'll see you next week. Peace.